If you've noticed that someone is starting to distance themselves or ignore you, stay with me because I'll share 3 strategies that can help you handle this situation effectively. Before we dive in, if you haven't yet subscribed to my YouTube channel, I invite you to do so. This way, you'll receive notifications whenever I upload new content and won't miss out on any important updates. Now, let's explore today's topic. I know this situation is all too familiar for many. A while back, I went through it myself, and it was a source of suffering. But stick around until the end because these 3 tips will help you manage the situation and shift things in your favor. I hope you are doing well and focusing on cultivating positive thoughts, concentrating on what you truly desire in life, and letting go of what you don't want. Loving yourself more each day is crucial because that is the key to not feeling dependent on others. When you don't need someone, you naturally become more magnetic. When I talk about someone distancing themselves or ignoring you, I don't mean a relationship that is completely over. If someone has decided to leave your life, let them go without begging or pleading. What I'm addressing is a relationship that still has potential, but where the other person's behavior is changing. They're not as present as they used to be. At this point, take a moment to reflect if their distancing has anything to do with a change in your own attitude. I say this from personal experience and because it's proven. When you stop being yourself, dynamics change. Remember how you were before meeting that person. You had your hobbies, dreams, and a life of your own. Did something change in you when you fell in love? Did you modify your behavior? It's common to think that by giving a lot and always being there, the other person will love you more and stay forever. However, it often works the opposite way. When you give too much, the other person may start losing interest and even ignore you. Here are 3 things you can do to regain that person's interest and revive the magnetism. 1. Don't show neediness or desperation. If you notice the person is not giving you the same attention as before, is slow to respond to your messages, or is even ignoring you, it's natural to feel hurt and anxious. However, the first thing you should avoid is showing neediness or desperation. This means not constantly messaging them with things like, "Why didn't you reply?" or "Are you ignoring me?" When you do this, it shows that you're overly affected by their behavior, which can push them even further away. Instead, focus on yourself and act as if their actions are not bothering you. This might be challenging, especially when you care about someone deeply, but it's crucial to show that you are happy and content with or without them. Remember, your happiness should never depend entirely on another person's presence or attention. When you maintain your own joy and interests, it shows confidence and independence, which are attractive traits. Many times, when someone starts to pull away, it's because they sense that the other person is too dependent on them. If you've stopped doing the things you love or shifted your focus entirely to your partner, it's time to bring that balance back. Ask yourself, what did you enjoy doing before you met them? Did you have hobbies, dreams, and things you were passionate about? Reconnect with those interests. When you live a life that's rich and full on your own, you become more attractive to others, and they are likely to feel drawn back to you. 2. Avoid constantly monitoring or over-focusing on them. When you really like someone, it's easy to want to spend all your time with them and know everything about their life. However, being overly focused on them can make you seem dependent and can create pressure. You should have your own life, goals, and interests. Avoid sharing every single detail of your day with them or constantly checking if they are online or who they are interacting with on social media. This behavior can come off as clingy and make the person feel overwhelmed. Instead, allow some space and mystery to exist in the relationship. Let them wonder what you're up to. Don't always be the first to message or respond instantly. When you have your own hobbies and activities, it makes you more interesting and appealing. If you used to enjoy playing sports, spending time with friends, or pursuing other interests, keep doing those things. Remember, a healthy relationship is one where both people have their own lives and come together to share them, not where one person is completely dependent on the other. If you give your whole life over to a relationship and abandon your own passions, it can reduce your attractiveness because the other person may feel like they have all of your attention and control. Maintaining your own interests ensures that you don't lose yourself in the relationship and keeps the connection balanced. 3. Pace your affection and don't overdo it. It's natural to want to show love and care when you're in a relationship, but doing too much too soon can overwhelm the other person. Instead of giving everything at once, like constantly checking in on them, always being available, or immediately dropping everything to meet their needs. Try pacing your affection. Love should be about quality, not quantity. It's more meaningful to show your care in thoughtful, balanced ways rather than overwhelming the person. For example, instead of showering them with messages and attention every day, find moments where your presence and actions feel natural and appreciated. When you spread out your affection and keep some for yourself, it helps maintain a sense of balance and respect in the relationship. When you overgive, you risk losing your own sense of identity and can end up feeling drained if the other person doesn't reciprocate in the same way. Take care of yourself first. It's okay to love someone deeply, but it's equally important to love yourself and ensure you're not sacrificing your own needs and well-being. Why these strategies work? These strategies work because they focus on maintaining your own sense of self-worth and independence. People are generally more attracted to others who are confident, have their own lives, and don't rely entirely on someone else for their happiness. When you show that you can be happy and fulfilled on your own, it naturally creates a sense of respect and admiration in the other person. When someone feels they have too much control over you or that you are too available, it can reduce the excitement and curiosity in the relationship. On the other hand, when you keep your own life exciting and independent, you bring a fresh and attractive energy to the relationship. If the person truly cares about you, they will notice this change and may be drawn back to you. However, if after all this, the person still chooses to distance themselves, remember that it's okay to let them go. It's more important to have someone in your life who values and respects you, rather than someone who feels indifferent. By focusing on self-love and self-respect, you ensure that you are always your best self, attracting people who appreciate you for who you truly are. Learning to love yourself and maintain a sense of independence is key to any healthy relationship. Don't lose yourself in trying to make someone else happy. Keep your passions, your goals, and your happiness at the forefront. When you are whole and happy on your own, you'll find that the right people are naturally drawn to you. This is the foundation of a balanced and fulfilling relationship,